Well, what time is it now?
10 minutes to 4.
So it is.
I'll try to intro this movie. Would I have done that if I hated the movie? This is The Three Stooges. Oh my, it was an awesome, surprisingly good movie. Now, these guys are from back in the days of vaudeville era, the 1940s, 1950s. These guys were big, and these were the times of Abbott and Costello, the Marx Brothers, and they are very funny, and this movie was actually very good too, surprisingly good. I liked it. I didn't get totally good reviews from some good people. I mean, Jeremy Johns hated it, Chris Stuckman hated it, Smoes liked it. They gave it a 5 out of 10. Oh, pretty much Sid liked it too. But this movie was actually pretty good. I mean, I expected it to be bad, but it was actually very good. What we got for actors? We got Sean Hayes from Will and Grace as Larry, Chris Diamantopoulos as Mo. Yeah, try saying that name five times fast. And Will Sasso from Mad TV as Curly. These three guys, they got the acting down pat. I mean, they were exactly like the Three Stooges. It was amazing how well they did it. The timing, the comedy, everything. That was one of the main things that kept the movie going, was their acting. I didn't know if the jokes that they were going to do was going to work well with their acting, but it actually worked well. Co-stars, we got Jane Lynch as the Mother Superior of the orphanage that the Stooges grow up in. We have Kate Upton is one of the nuns, the swimsuit model. Oh my God. What? Jennifer Hudson is one of the nuns as well. Larry David is a nun too, a guy. And the Jersey Shore gang, which I'll get into how that works into the whole plot. Yeah, here we go. The plot is the Three Stooges grew up in this movie. They grow up in an orphanage, and the orphanage is closing down, so these three guys have to save the orphanage, get $830,000 to save it. And it's very funny how they end up doing it. Mo ends up on a reality show, Jersey Shore. I mean, the first idea they try is Sophia Baerga. She wants to hire them to kill her husband. That was actually very funny how they did that. They actually didn't kill anybody, but it was funny how that joke was done in. And then we got the Jersey Shore thing that came up a little bit later. And what was really cool about this movie was how that it's broken down to 3 chapters and done in Three Stooges format. You have the Three Stooges opening. You have the actual Three Stooges theme song. That is so cool. It really brings out the feel of the Three Stooges. That is so awesome. What I didn't like about the movie, there were a couple of jokes that I didn't like about the movie, jokes that I felt were inappropriate. There's a joke in where the Three Stooges are in a hospital and they are changing baby diapers and there's baby piss going everywhere, and that's gross. I don't really care for that. I think that's kind of inappropriate for kids. There's also a joke when Mo is on Jersey Shore, he does something with a microwave, and I don't know if you find that funny. I mean, obviously it's fake, but I think it's kind of inappropriate with kids in the crowd. Maybe not. What else? I guess the humor with the iPhone, which doesn't really matter with kids in the audience, but kind of falls flat. I don't know if you would consider Katie Upton's bathing suit is inappropriate with the kids in the crowd. Aside from that, a lot of the humor was great. It really works pretty well. The movie's very funny. I mean, I love the lobster joke. I love the joke with the tools. It was surprisingly very good. I couldn't believe how funny it was. And yeah, at the end of the movie, they actually show that the eye poking is fake. They actually poking the eyebrows, not the eyes. Or that the tools are made out of rubber. Which I think is smart, but at the same time, are kids really that dumb to even try that? And I think, oh wait a minute, there are people out there that actually tried the Beavis and Butthead humor. When that show was really popular, they actually copied it. And like, oh my God, that's right. Maybe we do have to have this kind of public service announcement at the end of a movie like this. Oh, and okay, a little unknown fact about the Stooges. If you are big fan of the Stooges. We know that Curly was not always the third stooge. Later on, it was Shemp. Well, in the vaudeville days, before they got into the big time, the television, Shemp was actually the first third stooge. Curly came in once they hit the big time. Shemp got, I believe he got stage fright according to a biography movie that was done where Curly was played by Michael Chiklis, because they went into that, they went in detail into how the Stooges got gathered up and created and everything. And I didn't know that Shemp actually came first before Curly. And when Curly came, during the television and the movies, and then later on, I believe it was probably because Curly got hurt because of a stunt or something. I'd have to watch that movie again in order to find out, but the one with Michael Chiklis is Curly. But I do remember after whatever happened to Curly, Shemp takes over and he becomes the third stooge. And I felt that once Shemp took over, it kind of lost the humor that I really liked about it, because Curly brought a lot of heart to it. I love that woo 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 and yuck 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 yuck. Shemp doesn't have that. His humor is totally different, and I kind of felt I had to latch on to Larry, and Larry's not much of a comedian because Moe's more of a straight man comic kind of person to keep the balance, and it's hard for me to do that because I always liked Curly the most, and when Shemp came on, it's like I don't know if I like Shemp so much. I want Curly back. But whatever. Now, as far as from previous comedies I've seen this year, 21 Jump Street, probably almost as funny. Casa de Padre, no, it's not as funny. Not as funny as Casa de Padre. It's definitely funnier than American Reunion. I'm giving this movie an 8 out of 10. I loved it. Definitely go see The Three Stooges.
Well, what time is it now?
10 minutes to 4.
So it is.